Hello everyone, welcome to the Kinetic Cast and welcome to our little podcast. You can find us on Spotify and you can find the video find the video version of this on YouTube.
As Niaz just said, you can find us. Good day, everyone. Yes, and I love our podcast.
I love
live
it
for
too.
This moment.
I like this moment. It's a lot of fun because you talk about a lot of stupid things and a lot of serious things
and a lot
too.
of serious things. But let's just focus quickly on our amazing sponsor for this podcast today. We've got Jackson's Tires. Thank you so much for sponsoring this podcast. But also, guys, they've got a really, really nice special that's happening for the weekend.
For the weekend, if you buy 2 tires or more, you get a free booty and very cheap wheel balancing. Am I correct?
So yes, cheap alignment, your boereworsteld, and also various tire sizes that you can get some good specials on.
And that is valid for this weekend, which is the weekend after this podcast.
Yes, or where we now? It's Thursday, so it's
going up tomorrow.
Oh my God, we are Thursday already, dude.
This week is finished. Dude.
Has it been me alone, or has since this year started? I don't know what the days are anymore.
Dude, you can't keep up anymore.
It's going too fast.
Everyone have anxiety also, huh?
But anyway, we move because what else can we do?
Exactly.
So yes, that is our sponsor. Once again, it is Jackson Tires. Check out their special for the weekend coming up. And yes, I just want to do a quick, which I find very interesting. Let me just get it quickly, guys. It's the events that's happening. I know there's one happening in George, and I've seen it before. It is your old cars, so it's all your vintage cars that you can have a look at. It's called the George Old Car Show. They're obviously in George, so all your vintage vehicles, classic cars are going to be here, much like where we are, which I will tell you in a moment. And then we've also got the EV Forum, which is your electric vehicle forum.
Nice.
That is happening in Cape Town on the 7th of March. Sorry, the George Old Car Show is between the 10th and the 11th of February. So check it out.
Nice. And then Killarney events. We have a Killarney robot racing the 31st of January. I will be there to film as well. One more thing, if you hear cars and mechanics and things here in the background, we are at the beautiful location here in Lauder. We were in Cape Town. I want to give them a huge thank you for allowing us to use their space to film this podcast in. Really, really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, please check out Lauder in Cape Town. We will link everything down in the description box of this video. We'll also talk later about our favorite cars or car on this floor, and there's quite a lot to choose from.
So much. I love being here. It's besides the people being really nice and welcoming, you guys can also pop on down. We'll show you later into the little cafe. They've got a cute little restaurant vibe. You can have coffee and treats. So I love being here. But nonetheless,
same.
Louder. Okay, so guys, we've got a lot actually happening this
lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Golf 8.5 announcement. I see Volkswagen backtracked a lot on the mistakes they made on the 8 by offering a better screen. They're also offering more power.
Yeah.
Claimed power. I think, Tiffany, you have the numbers by you?
I do. Okay, so it's 195 kilowatts. So I think it's like 15
kilowatt
more.
Up, yeah. 185. No, 180. Yeah, 180 kilowatt on the previous one.
Yeah, 180 on the previous one. Look, they have obviously done updates on the exterior as well as a little bit of the interior.
Bigger screen, a badge that lights up now, new headlights, new taillights, new front rear bumper design, obviously new side skirt designs. But Tiffany, when last have you seen a Golf 8 GTI on South African roads? Besides the ghost cops.
Besides them, nobody. Actually, it's actually a good question. I mean, they launched the Golf 8 when? The previous one.
I was at the launch. It was about 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Exactly. And that hasn't even, come and made a mark in the market yet.
Exactly.
And now the 8.5 is there, and I'm asking myself, first of all, is there a market for this now?
There most likely is. I also think that the problem is the we had COVID and we had a lot of weather troubles in China, which is where a lot of some of the parts, the electronic parts, like your screen, your sunroof, micro components, there was the silicone shortage as well, which contributed to the low production numbers here in South Africa for Golf GTI. Polo GTI is built locally, so that I don't think we saw an issue there. I mean, how much we see so many new Polo GTIs on the road.
Very often, yeah.
I also think that 7.5 to Golf 8 was a big jump in price.
Yeah,
so
much big.
When you're trading in your Golf 7, you had to step up to almost a 800,000 rand car.
Yep.
And I mean, before you paid how much for a Golf? 7.5?
Yes, it was like, not what?
550?
500,
Yeah.
yes, not more than 600.
And I mean, you're probably getting only 250, 260 on your trading. I could be wrong, guys. I'm sucking these numbers out of my fingers. I didn't do research about this enough to know. I should have. But for me, that price jump was quite steep. I think that's also why we haven't been seeing so. I saw a Golf R the other day.
So those are nice, though.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very
cars.
bloody nice.
Yeah, look, all that could contribute to the fact that we don't see them often around, and maybe because of the hefty price tag that people are sitting back and thinking, you know what, is it worth 800,000 rand for a Golf?
People are holding on to their 7.5s a bit longer.
Exactly, and I don't blame them. Look, I just want to give a little bit about my 2 cents, guys. On the new 8.5, very nice car, but first of all, I don't like the rim on there.
It looks like an Alpha. I put it on my stories, my stories, I'm so used to that. And it looked like Alpha, everyone's saying Alpha wheels.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that
The rim,
shape and that design for that rim. Very underwhelming for the car itself. They obviously kept the light bar in front, which that is something that I really like about the
Nice.
GTI.
Do you think that Volkswagen is losing a little bit of their joie de vivre?
I think so.
Because if you compare it to competitors like i30N, Audi RS3, I mean, even the interior on the RS3 is more fun than it's just weird because Audi is always the more understated car.
Yeah.
The exterior on the RS3 is wild as well. You have other hot hatches in the current segment. And if you look at Volkswagen's portfolio now, if you look at Touareg, if you look at Amarok, if you look at Tiguan, Tiago, T-Cross.
Those Tigers are nice.
So black and white.
No, but I like the Tigers.
You like the Tiago?
I like the Tigers. They're so cool, especially for a girl. I mean, it comes with everything. It's nice. But to answer your question, it's like the Fast and the Furious movies. They should have stopped making them at like 6.
The problem is I don't mind the car. It rides nice, but the interiors leave much to be desired. It's just plastic.
It's becoming monotonous also,
Look, we're not shitting on Volkswagen. Great car. South Africans, we freaking eat Volkswagen up. I know why Tiffany and I are driving a few VWs this year. We've driven Polo. We totally get why y'all love Volkswagen so much. I think we just want to see a bit more excitement, man. Because if that piece of the brand doesn't get stepped up, Hyundai and Kia is coming.
But this is what I was going to say. A lot of other cars are coming in hard.
You have AutoCAD. We spoke about the Chinese in our first. If these companies don't step up fast,
they're gonna
fall back.
They're gonna definitely fall back. And I'm already seeing the difference between how many Chinese car brands are out on the roads now. A lot of people are.
I just spoke to 2 X5 drivers who went Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro or Max or whatever it is you call it. It sounds like a bloody iPhone.
It does. 8 Pro Max.
And I was like, they were like, well, I get everything I got there, I get it.
Exactly, without the hefty price tag.
Exactly.
So yes, but check out the previous podcast for that. But also just on that note, the NEOs, they are predicting a fully electric GTI to be confirmed in 2026.
I'm not ready for electric cars yet. Europe is definitely ready. Yeah. We're not ready. Come on. South Africa needs to step up. Yeah, we've had this conversation.
And also, I don't know how I feel about a GTI being electric.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know about
Maybe they can have fun like the new Hyundai Ioniq 5. which has not a Kia. There's a little block Kia making the rounds. Gorgeous in Kia.
Oh yes, I
forget
saw
the name of
those.
it now, I must
They're
check.
very nice. I saw that.
And it makes car sounds and everything.
That's cool.
I just want to bring up quickly another new car that got released recently. I've got the post here from IOL. It's Toyota. Oh, my apologies. It is the, if I could just open it up here, the new Suzuki Swift. Okay, so the Japan spec Suzuki Swift to be powered by a 3-cylinder. The new 2024 Suzuki Swift. You guys can check out the few Swift videos we did on Kinetic Drive. I will link that in the description below or leave it on screen now. If on Spotify, just search Kinetic Drive Suzuki and it will bring up all the Suzuki reviews. It's going to be powered by a 3-cylinder engine. It will be also available with all-wheel drive and a CVT automatic gearbox if that's what you want. Don't like CVTs, but we'll see how it works in this application. The overall design of the car, we'll put some on screen now for those of you watching on YouTube. Tiffany, what do you think? Have you
know
managed
what
to get
I
it
think.
open? She's not a big fan of the Suzuki
I'm
Swift
not.
Sport.
Look, I think.
Or Suzuki
I don't.
Swift.
I know you love it, and I
Great
know it's a
selling
good.
car,
I
man.
know it does really well in the market. For me personally, I wouldn't want it. There's just something that put me off. But I know it's a great car. I know it drives really well.
I will turn you into a Swift fan once you get to drive it. I'll
Okay.
speak to the PR once it launches, and we'll get you behind
And
the wheel.
change
of
my
it.
mind,
I'll change
because-
your mind. It's
because-
really a lovely car.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you turn this silent. My apologies.
Please do. Okay, so yes, that's the Suzuki. So look, don't get me wrong, Suzuki is obviously a very reliable brand, an amazing
Sure.
brand as well.
Technically, it's Toyota because Toyota and Suzuki
Yes.
is more or less the same.
Exactly. Which leads me to the next topic over there.
Badge engineering.
Oh my god. Okay. So Toyota actually wanted to rebadge the Suzuki. Okay, so yes, they wanted to redo the Swift as well as the Jimny. But they were like, no, obviously. Why would Toyota want to rebadge those two cars?
Is there a bit more context, maybe?
So yes, it basically says that Toyota wanted to badge engineer the Jimny and the Swift, but they politely declined, okay? It's like asking Toyota to let us badge the Land Cruiser, which makes sense. I don't want to go into it too. The Swift could have given Toyota a significant volume boost. That could be the reason.
I agree.
They knew the numbers would.
Toyota's doing such weird things because, I mean, how much Suzuki's are rebadged? Now we have Vitz, which is Celerio. We
Yeah.
have Baleno, which is Starlet, which is a robbed badge. Starlet should never have been that one.
Yeah.
There is Rumion and the Uber car. There's a few cars that they've rebadged there. And by the way, the Toyotas outsell the Suzukis by
So-
sticking a Toyota badge on. I had a conversation.
So that's why they did it.
I pulled up in a Celerio next to a lady at the garage, and she was in the Toyota version. And I said, I'm like, I like your car. And then she looks at me and she says, I like yours too. So I'm like, they look the same. She's like, no, they look nothing alike. I'm like,
Sorry.
am I missing
Are
something?
you blind?
But that just puts you in perspective. The Toyota badge carries a lot of sales.
It does.
Like
I mean,
power.
it's Toyota. It's been a brand that's been around for years, guys. And it is a trusted brand.
That's
brand.
funny though.
I know.
That's so weird.
And I mean, especially for the Jimny and Swifts. I mean, they are a name that is already okay on their own.
Just imagine Samsung and Apple make a partnership, and
Please
Apple
don't.
put their badges. And Apple put their badges on Samsung,
Please
and then it sells good because it's an Apple
It's just
badge.
an Apple.
The world we live in now is crazy.
But this
nah?
is what consumer psychology is all about,
True,
guys.
true.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
We
but
should
yes.
call this channel Toyota. Go from
And maybe
Liberable-
they would
Go from
sponsor.
Liberable to Kinetic Drive to
Toyota, just for
Toyota.
sale. But yes, please don't rebadge the Jimny and Suzuki. For me, it's just leave it as it is. I
Yeah.
don't think that
Yeah, I agree.
it should. But okay, I just want to, which was a very funny, because this leads me to the next thing. A friend of mine the other day, she actually messaged me to be like, Tiffany, I swear that this was a Mercedes, right? And I'm like, yeah, and? Because she knows absolutely nothing about cars. She's like, I swear this was a Mercedes. But why was there B in front of it? And I'm like,
What?
first of all, that man got
That's a Brabus.
Exactly. That man got
Oh.
money, first of all. It's the Brabus. Oh my gosh, guys. Now,
This is gorgeous.
I know.
Man.
One day, inshallah.
Oh,
But yes,
girl.
I'm a diehard
Ons gaat dit
Mercedes.
maak, ons gaat dit
Ons
maak.
gaan dit maak, ons gaan dit
No,
maak.
we're gonna
And I
make
just
it.
wanted to, yes, because a lot of people don't know what the B stands for or what Brabus is, and I just want to do a quick little review
Please,
about
please,
what
Stephanie,
it is.
go ahead.
So, Brabus was founded in 1977 actually by Bodo Bachmann, I hope I'm saying it right, and Klaus Brackmann. They're from Germany. Now, it was basically focused for high performance tuning for Mercedes-Benz vehicles specifically. I do see that they're trying to do it with other cars as well now. I'll get into that a bit shortly. But yes, if you're looking for, it's obviously an aftermarket tuning. Let's put it that way.
It reminds me a lot of Alpina from BMW.
Exactly, exactly. The same concept, it's just aftermarket tuning, and it's also more customized to
Yeah,
the customer.
yeah.
So, yes, let's say you've got your Mercedes and you figure, you know what, you need to tune it up, make it a bit more faster, more performance, then you get the B.
Have you seen those TikToks where the guy takes a girl on a date and he's
Yes.
and he's like, oh, get into my car, my BMW, and then she gets in and then he's like, oh, so my boyfriend also had a two-door sports car, but it was a Nissan and it had a GDR.
Yes.
badge." And the guy's like quiet in the passenger
It's like, holy
seat.
crap, yes.
Yeah, this bitch is driving a nice car.
Exactly. So yes, ladies specifically, because obviously I know a lot of ladies don't know. Brabus is, let's just say, aftermarket tuning, but oh, what a nice spec to have in a car. And you obviously have a lot of money to do this. So yeah, that's what the B stands for,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Okay, love. Do you want to have a quick break and
Yes,
then we?
I'm happy with that.
See
Let's
you
go
in
take
a
a walk. What would a car guy or girl like for Valentine's Day?
I refrain from commenting for now. I'll tell you now what I'd like for Valentine's Day, guys. But that's a very interesting question because
It really
Valentine's
is.
Day is coming up, guys.
It really is.
Okay, what do we have on our list here?
So, we have a website called bestproducts.com and they've listed 28 of the best gifts for car lovers that'll get their hearts racing. The first one, and we'll put photos of the things up that we're seeing here. And Tiffany and I will also put some of our favorite products for you guys in the link. It will be Take A Lot list, so this video is not sponsored by Take A Lot or anything like that. It's just a few gift ideas that we think would work great.
Yeah.
Or you could buy a cool shirt from Tiffany and I. That would be really nice.
That would be, exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the gifts.
Yeah. Oh yes, actually before we go further, ladies and gentlemen, so I will be behind the paywall on this channel. I'm going to be doing my own car reviews on the car, so it's just extra information that we missed out in the video, but also just a video of me driving the car, talking crap, listening to music, showing you guys the sound system and crap like that. So
Yeah.
other than the very professional review that Tiffany and Jason will be giving you. So I'm probably going to be stepping out of that and into the other stuff.
Into
So
your own little
yeah.
thing, yeah.
We need to make money, girl.
So yes, the first one was,
A car guy shirt. And it says noun like a regular guy, only cooler. See also all knowing about cars, ridiculously good looking. That's a cool one.
I'm not going to deny that. I love me a car guy. Okay, that is a nice one. I actually
Yeah.
wouldn't mind if it
Yeah.
said like car girl or something to do with cars.
Yeah.
You know what I want to get? You know that t-shirt that says
Mm-hmm.
need money for Porsche?
Oh yes, that's a cool shirt.
Guys, please, I would like that. Okay. So I'm not going to go down the list like 1, 2, 3. One of my favorite things that I would love on here, they say, is a Cloud9 living ultimate exotic car racing experience in Las Vegas.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine, guys? Let's go to Las Vegas.
Girl.
Can you imagine that?
$1,395. Okay, so this one is a little steep, but if they have plans to be anywhere near Las Vegas, this Cloud9 living experience is an extremely memorable gift for car lovers, and it will be the thrill of a lifetime for them. With a base package, drivers will get the choice of 5 supercars that will be able to lap around the Las Vegas Speedway road course. Packages with more laps are also available.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I love that.
That would be a gift of, sorry, I'm being a bit extravagant, but yeah, I'm just saying.
We are working with a car wash and wax and detailing company. We've pitched them to come on board the channel as a sponsor. So we might have a cool gift idea at good prices for you guys in the next few podcasts.
Yes.
My other favorite one on here, laat ek gou af die lys gaan. There's so much on this. Guys, you can find these links to everything in the description box below.
There's quite a few, eh? Oh, I like this one. Can I? Okay, so obviously not all guys, but I think this would be more of a girl thing. You get a cars coloring book. So you know these coloring books you get to to meditate and just to be calm. I would love a car coloring book.
That would be really nice. I love coloring in, by the way. It's weird.
So
but
look,
I like
you're right.
it.
No, it's not weird.
My mom is a great art teacher, and she brings home coloring books. And when we
and you do it?
My brother was I'm gonna give me also a crayon. I also want to color in.
No, I also love coloring in.
One of my, actually the most convenient gift on here, if you have an iPhone, is an Apple AirTag. If you have a Samsung, you can also get tags. Throw one in your car, throw one in your keys in case you lose your keys. And that will be...
Because you won't know how many times Niaz asks where the keys are. So I think I should get you that.
I can guess. Tiffany's ultimate Valentine's gift will be a Mercedes-Benz. We're gonna put a swear jar in front. And every time Tiffany says Mercedes-Benz, she has to put 10 rand in it.
Okay.
Please.
Jeez, I'm gonna be rich.
Talk to me about your Mercedes-Benz history over the last 2 weeks. What have you been driving?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so last year we did the A35, that was our last car, and it was so much fun. You know how much fun I had.
Yeah, you love that.
So Niaz taught me how to do the launch control, which I nearly guys, I was having things done to me. But look here, guys, it was lots of fun. But we also did the A200 not so long ago in a beautiful night black. Now, guys, as Niaz says, I am diehard Mercedes fan, love those cars. It is a bit difficult, but I don't want to get, because you can check out the review for
the review, yes, you can link will be in the description box below.
Exactly.
Klom links at the video.
Fine links, you're gonna have to link, boy, link. But guys, the A200 it's a beautiful car, a stunning car, but once again I can't justify.
Very expensive, and with a Renault motor, I don't know.
So listen to this, right? We need to, we're busy preparing for the A200, and Yaz is like, fun fact. And I'm like, what? Now, he knows how I feel about the cash guy.
Yeah.
But
we're skipping A200 video because we've done A35, guys. And while editing the video, I was like, ugh, this is not gonna get the views we wanted to.
But it is coming out in the Afrikaans.
It's coming out in Afrikaans. You guys should check out if you are Afrikaans speaking. If you're not Afrikaans speaking, then check out the A35 video.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
More or less the same. I would obviously rather prefer the A35.
A35, yeah.
Look, my ultimate car, Valentine's Day gift. A45, guys, don't be like that. A45 G's. Can you imagine me in one of those? But yes, we did the A200, which is a really beautiful car. But I am looking forward to the next one, which is the GLE.
Yes, we've currently got Mercedes-Benz GLE 400D on test. We are filming the Afrikaans video on Saturday at an airfield, which is a crap ton of fun. And then you and I and Jason, actually you and Jason are reviewing that on Monday.
Yeah.
I won't be in that video, guys. I'll be on, if you are a extreme kinetic drive enthusiast, you can find me behind the pail for 100 Rand a month. That will get you in any competition that we're running. So whether it be an iPhone or a Samsung that
Any
because
gift.
I know Jason's working with Samsung now. We're trying to get an S24, and we're going to give an S24 Ultra to one of you lucky viewers. But regarding the S14 refunds, we're down to 50 people. We're about 40 people on the list still. That's going to get refunded. So if you haven't been refunded yet, that is busy taking place. I know this week quite a lot got done. The other thing I wanted to check is, why did I get logged out of the internet now?
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, that's not cool. The other good thing is worth what happened this week. Speaking of Mercedes-Benz, our very own UFC fighter.
Dricus.
Yes.
Dricus, well done, guys. South Africa is being put on the map. I love it. Very well done to Dricus. But very interesting fact, and I don't blame him, he is a Mercedes guy as well.
That's really nice. I
Right?
did not know that.
Now, the thing is, I would have expected if he, seeing as he is Mercedes, I would have expected him to pull up in a what? Something like a C, you know, like the C63, or, you know, a powerful car.
What
or
did
a
Mercedes give Mr. Dricus du Plessis?
Interesting,
Du Plessis or
guys.
Du Plessis?
He has the EQE 43 AMG.
Okay.
Right, which is
Yeah.
surprising. I mean, he's a fighter. Like I said, I expected him to pull up in a C63 or something powerful. But what I do like, and I am getting this from Car Mag, guys, I do like the write-up that they said. Where is it? Sorry, guys. So, Mercedes-Benz South Africa explains that contrary to the brute expectations of the MMA fighter, the choice reflects a blend of power and sustainability that aligns with du Plessis' personality. I like that. I like that he's still trying to be, you know, he's a fighter and he loves the power, but he's still trying to be good to the...
And yeah, and an EQE has explosive acceleration, which fits his fist coming towards someone's face.
It boasts 350 kilowatts.
Whoa.
And 858 Newton meters, accelerating to 0 to 100 kilometers in 4.2 seconds. I can see why Dricus is doing the things
Damn.
in the EQE.
It makes me really proud to be a South African when I see things like this
Right.
happening. It puts our country on the map for a good reason.
A lot of things.
And I mean, we have South Africa fighting as well for Palestinians under the ICJ situation.
Sorry, to stop you there. I was actually saying to my sister that look, I am, as we all do, sometimes South African can really, you know, get under my skin.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of faults and we fall short on a lot of things, but there are moments, and this is one of them,
That we shine.
that really makes me proud.
Yeah, we
So
really
well
shine.
done, South Africa. Yeah, so that is Dricus. I do not, obviously, I mean, it's Mercedes, come on now. So well done to him. And yes, any other news that we have that we should be looking forward to for this week? So Niaz, I don't know if you have, well, I know you have because I've seen you walking around this beautiful showroom at
Oh my
Lauda.
God.
Out of all these vehicles, there's a few of them.
I'm only doing one today.
I'm also only doing one, but I'm going to let you try and take a guess. What is my favorite?
It must be a bloody Porsche or a Merc, because this one is obsessed.
Okay, I didn't see any mugs, but it's definitely a Porsche. It's definitely a Porsche, guys. They've got this beautiful white, it's a 1990 Porsche Carrera 911 Targa, guys. Mint condition. This thing is a beauty. I mean, I love Porsche not only for what it is now, because there's also a very modern one on the floor.
Carrera.
but I love where Porsche came from. I mean, where it all began, that, and I mean, obviously, it's a keepsake, so that's
Tell
definitely.
me more about that Porsche.
Okay.
Price and
so
whatnot.
yes, it is going for 1.2, only 1.2 million.
But you know why? Air-cooled Porsches are shooting up in value.
Exactly, and also because it's a 1990.
Exactly.
It is a keepsake of note, but they do have what I really like about Lauda as well. With each car, you'll see they have these little boards that gives you a bit of history about the cars, that is something so interesting. So I'm just going to do a quick skim over it. So this one is a left-hand drive, okay, and is now available. And the Targa stands as a classic icon in the world of sports cars, showcasing the German manufacturer's commitment to precision engineering and timeless design, which I agree with. I mean, if you look at it now, if you look at the new Targas that's coming up, you still see that same,
heritage,
coming through. So yes, I'm not going to read through all of this, but it is, let's just read a little bit about the engine. So the engine is mated to a manual transmission.
It's a flat six.
Allowing drivers to fully exploit the 911's performance. Okay, so they don't really give me, so it's a 3.6 liter flat six engine, as you just mentioned. And yeah, that is definitely one of my faves.
As a boy in high school, there was this Jeremy Clarkson video of an Aston Martin Vanquish S. It was in like a burgundy color. And I remember him hooning this car around a racetrack, and it had the robotized manual gearbox. And on the floor right now is an Aston Martin Vanquish. It's my dream car, and a car I would kill to drive. So if Lauda is watching this video,
he would kill.
Yeah, and they are keen on making a boy's dream come true, please, I'd freaking love to drive the car. Hopefully I can get a buyer for that car, and then they'll be even more happier.
That would be dope.
So the car on this floor is a 2005 Aston Martin Vanquish S. It's got an Aston Martin Works exhaust. And the one thing I've noticed on the car is its sound system. Apparently, this car sound system is incredible. There's a premium audio system, which was known to be brilliant at the time. This is a 6-liter V12 with 520 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed automated manual transmission. The car accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 4 seconds, with a top speed of 200 miles per hour.
Wow.
I am obsessed. Do you know that the V12 engine from Aston Martin is 2 Ford V6s bolted together?
No ways, dude. Really?
It's an interesting conversation.
Wow.
There's a lot of conversation around it, but I truly am. That is one of my dream cars. And if you and I work hard enough, Tiffany, we'll be able to accomplish that.
We will get
I can feel it, dude. It's been 8 years building this channel, and I'm like, we can do this.
We can. No, but it is. Look, I've had a look at that car. It is a very beautiful car. And I mean, it's Aston Martin. Come now.
When we look back on, I have a story, and my story stems from being, I know I've said this on past on this channel, but I was a little kid, and I was at Abibia in what's it called, in Athlone. I don't know, I hated that school. There's a lot I can say about that school, but I still talk to so much people, friends from the school, and they're all so nice now. And I remember being really down one day, and a Nissan 350Z blasted past the school, and that put me on my automotive journey. And what I was into.
That where it started?
Yeah, that's where my love for.
So cute.
Yeah, I was bullied on school because of the way I acted and stuff like that. Truth be told, I don't give two fucks now about how
As you should not.
behave and stuff. I'm like, I'm starting to get out of my shell a little bit, and I'm enjoying myself a bit more. What is your earliest memory with a car that made you realize you love cars?
Ooh. I would say when I started working at a car dealership, but I think it goes way beyond that. I'm going to tell you why, and it's obviously not a a wow car or anything, but so my dad loved cars, right? Okay, it is a wow car, but yes. So my dad passed, guys. That's why he's like, no. But my dad also loved cars, and he always used to tell me, "I am gonna buy you a Ford Mustang if I win the lotto."
Oh,
And I was like, always like, why a Ford Mustang, Never really understood it. And one day I actually got to drive in one because I was young that time, and somebody was driving it. And I was like, okay, Daddy, I see why you want me to have a Ford.
wow.
So
I did not know that.
yeah. So the day I got into a Ford Mustang, and because I asked him why Ford Mustang, he says, it reminds me so much of your personality. Like, and then I drove in one, and I was like, wow, okay, this is a car. And I've ever since it started with a Ford Mustang, that would be, I would say, my first love before Porsche, even, believe it or not, because of my dad.
I'll make it my mission then to hopefully get this channel to the point where, and I'll assist you as much as I can to get you that Ford Mustang.
It
I
would
think your father
literally,
would
you
really
would be
love that.
smiling from wherever he is. No,
Your
yes.
father would really love that. Believe it or not, I don't know if you've watched my Mustang videos, but I'm obsessed with the Mustang.
I know.
Yeah,
I also love them.
yeah.
And a lot of people have controversial
Opinions
comments,
about the
yes,
Mustang,
about
yeah.
it. And I get it, but I mean, it's a pure muscle car that is just like ready to go. We did the CS, the GT CS.
Yes. The California Special.
Yes.
I drove a California Special.
I drove, in the passenger, obviously, but it was at Novel Ford in Paul, and we
wow.
took it out for guys. I was blown away.
Yeah. Mustang is quick, 10-speed auto.
Very nice car.
The Bang & Olufsen sound system. Like whenever people ask me, like, I need a sports car, it must be a V8. It must be like fun to drive, have decent equipment, and not very expensive. And I'm like, new or used? They're like new, and I'm like, Ford Mustang.
Yes.
Get you a naturally aspirated Ford Mustang, the latest year model you can get, whether it be a GT, and make sure it's in the 10-speed auto. Don't buy a manual because in South Africa, a manual, the cars around here by us are quite quick, and a manual Mustang just can't keep up with those cars.
It, yes.
And when you have the 10-speed auto, it keeps that Coyote engine in that car.
No, look,
at peak.
It is built for that because I mean, we obviously made this guy put his foot flat
down,
and I was so impressed with the transition in the gears. You can literally see in the video where it's like, but it's so nippy.
You and I need to ask Ford for forgiveness. I'm going to send this piece to Minesh
please,
from Ford because we didn't
do him justice.
Provide content for him. And I know that time you and I were going through the transition of this channel. That's why a few pieces of content got lost. And yeah,
just redeem ourselves.
We'll do a Ford Puma video for you, Minesh. We'll make it a great video in Afrikaans and English.
We will. So yes, that's my stories of where my love for cars come from. But then obviously over the years, I actually got to work at the dealership, really, and I used to work with your Porsches, your Land Rovers, your Ferraris. So that is when I was like, okay, cars make me really happy.
They do. They kind of pull. Well, last year when I don't want to really go back into it again. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. Cars kind of didn't bring me the joy I thought it would.
Look, as with anything else, and I know what you were going to say because we've experienced it together, or I was there. But for me, especially when you get into the car and everything, and you said this to me once when you took me to Kailani and you went out, and you're like, that's just your moment to just be.
I love it.
To disappear, and everything, all the bullshit is gone, and all the, cars really, and this is what I say, it's not always going to bring you pleasure, love. It's not always going to bring you good things, but it's your passion, you love cars, and I don't see anything else for you or myself right now. Because
my dream is to help or to build this channel into like an Auto Alex on cars, where we get to go, right, who can buy the cheapest car for 50,000 Rand?
And then we just do it.
And then we make cool content. Like, that's the dream. That is the dream.
dream.
But we need to build.
No, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. With or without all these haters and all these, we deal with it, but we move, exactly. So yes, that's the love of cars. But the other thing that was weighing so heavy. So this morning, I wake up, right? I get a message from my roommate to say that her car is broken into. Now, you remember they broke into my car last year?
Yes.
Exact same spot. Now, I'm sorry, we're going from very light to a very dark conversation, but guys, what is happening with the crime in Cape Town?
Especially, like, we've got, so both Tiffany and I stay in Cape Town.
In town, like the city.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of messages on the groups about people's cars being broken into, like it's normal. I want to give you guys a few tips how to safeguard your vehicle when living in Cape Town or when visiting this place, going hiking or going hiking on Table Mountain. First of all, when going hiking, just carry pepper spray on you.
Please, I actually need to get me.
Yeah, I heard a few stories lately where pepper spray save people's lives. Please guys, get pepper spray. Make sure that when you go hiking, you empty your car of everything. No cables.
Not even a little bag you think is useless. Take it all out.
Not even an umbrella, not even a water bottle. Empty that car. Empty the owner's manuals, everything out of the cubbyhole. Empty everything out of that boot. And I don't know if this tip is going to help, but if it's a hatchback car, leave the tray at the back off with nothing in the boot.
Yeah.
So when people look in, they can see that there's nothing in this car. Us pointers, we fucking break into this car.
Exactly.
So that is the plan.
Okay, so yes, very good tips there. Because they broke into my car last year, and then it was my roommates, and they've been breaking into. But and the other thing is, besides the breaking in, is this new thing. It's not really new, but where people are messing with the signal of cars. So
yes, they're duplicating the signals or boosting it so they can break into your car.
Exactly.
I've seen videos of it.
Yeah, it's been a thing. And these crooks are obviously becoming more intelligent, but there is a way to actually prevent that, and it is called a Faraday pouch. Okay, and it's basically something that you put your car key into, so that it blocks the signal from being interrupted or interfered with. So that's another life-saving tip there, because having your car stolen is a different story.
Yeah, please, guys. I think another thing we can add quickly there to the tips for breaking into cars. Try and park on a busy road where there's people walking up and down, and also trying to keep a sun visor with you just to darken the car's interior as much as possible.
Yeah.
I've had my Fiat 500 broken into. They smashed the window, and there was nothing in the car. Nothing.
With my friend, because we got out of our car last night, there was nothing that was of value in there, but they broke her back window only to find there was nothing of value.
Man.
So now she's having to pay all this money for a back window, and you got nothing out of it. Anyway, so guys, yes, crime is really bad in the CBD area, well, everywhere basically, but very specifically right now in the CBD area. So be safe out there, guys. Don't leave anything in your cars, no valuables. Like you said, park in a busy street. Don't make yourself a victim. And I know it's difficult, because for me personally, I don't like living that way. It's not how we're supposed to be living, but this is what is happening out there.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We're living crazy times.
Definitely. But yes, there was actually another thing that we didn't forget about you. Another thing I wanted to reply to, it was a comment on the last podcast.
Oh, nice, Stephanie.
Yes.
That's vigilant.
I know, right? Let me just get it, guys. Okay, so I think it's Regang 8038. Okay, he had a question. I'm going to read it, and then you're going to give out your expertise. Okay. So, any advice on selling a car? Now, he went to VW dealership, and they were a waste of time. I have a 2017 VW Golf 7.5 GTI with 68,000 kilometers on the clock. It has active VW maintenance plan, full service history. And it has Michelin Pilot Sport tires, digital dashboard. It's silver in color. The car is in excellent condition. No performance upgrades or accidents. And the car is currently on coilovers, but he will be putting the original springs back. Okay. So if you are interested in that car, let us know. Maybe we can hook you up. But any suggestions?
If I'm not mistaken, you can put your car on a dealership floor.
Yeah.
And they
on
can,
consignment.
On consignment. That's a nice way of doing it, especially on a modern car like that. Your other option is Facebook Marketplace. Take beautiful photos of that car, upload it, put all the information down you need, and post the vehicle. With Facebook Marketplace, don't drive your car out to visit
people.
people.
Always let them come to
They
you.
tell you like they want to meet you by a police station or something. Say no. Say please come to the house, so you can scope them out before you let them in and check your car out.
Yeah. Or don't meet them at their house. Rather meet them somewhere else. Meet them first before showing the car, because you also don't want people to know where you live.
There's companies like Getworth that can come out also give you quotes on your car. There's We Buy Cars. Yeah, I know, but
You will make me choke.
Yeah, I don't want to say. I don't know. We Buy Cars is so controversial, but we'll get into that.
Another topic.
time.
Let's discuss that another time.
We can maybe even get someone from We Buy Cars on here to come sit and we could chat to them.
We could.
About their company, what they maybe what they're
Actually,
striving
even
for.
Getworth better. So
Getworth would
I
be
know
nice,
somebody from Getworth.
Yeah, let's get them on the podcast and let's talk. I mean, there's so much questions that people have for these people.
Exactly. But also just to reiterate of what Nia said, because I used to work in the thing. Very good idea, but this is also only if you have another car, because you can't leave a car obviously on consignment if you don't have another vehicle. But that is another option, because the nice thing about that is it's on a floor. So whoever comes to the dealership, you actually physically can see the car. I'm not really do the Facebook thing, but I'm not really a fan of doing anything on Facebook Marketplace. Just for the whole, the time wasters. There's so many on them. So your best bet would be placed like Getworth. Are you okay then?
I'm hungry. It's time to eat for me.
It's definitely time to eat. So yes, but hopefully I just gave everything on the podcast. Somebody can come and say, oh, I'm looking for a 7.5 GTI.
Or even there is someone in the podcast who owns maybe a dealership, or there's another podcast who owns a website where they buy. I know I'm friends with a good guy. His name is Alden. I think his father and him own a company that actually buys. You upload your car to the. Tiff and I are busy on a deal with them now. They kind of want to come aboard the podcast and also some of our videos. So we are working on a deal with them to kind of get their business some more marketing and stuff.
Yeah,
that would be really nice.
That's actually a perfect idea. So we'll let you know a little bit more about that. But yes, that is it from my side.
Definitely, guys. Please, ladies and gentlemen, leave us a. Ladies and gentlemen, always a ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between.
All and all.
Yeah, please send us your comments if you want anything on the podcast. If you're interested in any of these vehicles here and you want us to do a small video on it, we'll really, really appreciate that. Thank you once again for Jackson Tires for sponsoring this video. Ladies and gentlemen, people like this, keep the lights on here at Kinetic Drive.
And we thank you.
And you do louder?
Yes, Louder, obviously. So yes, as we mentioned, we are at Louder Classical Cars in town. Beautiful, beautiful place. All your vintage cars you can find here, from modern to vintage, which is really nice.
Modern classics.
Modern classics, right? You can also come and have a cup of coffee, have some tarts and cakes. Love this place, because even if you're not here to buy a car, you can literally just come and sit and be around cars, which I love.
Also, if you guys want Tiffany and I to host a live show where we get an audience out and we all sit and talk cars, please let us know. We can make a plan for one weekend where we can come out and we can have a live show for you guys and talk cars.
That would be interesting. And also, like you said, any suggestions on podcasts or any comments or questions you have for us, let us know in the comments.
Amazing.
Okay, amazing. So thank you guys, and see you next time.
See you next one, guys. Thank you for watching Kinetic Drive, your road
To car bliss.
Bye.